Look for your pitch here. Here we go. Here we go.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Hey, take a rip like you can. Here you go, baby.
And there's ball one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
See it, drive it like you can.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Juan Montero strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Montero. Let's go right here.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning.
Hey, we got no out.
Jonathan Schoop stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Hit down the third base line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Juan Montero will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Swung on and chopped up the middle. A throw to the plate, the tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Travis Shaw comes forward now, a home run in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into it.
Hey, get your pitch.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Xander Bogaerts gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as Jonathan Schoop digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
And the funny thing about this at-bat,
Juan Montero strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Doolittle's ready. First pitch on its way. Into the seats, 0-1.
Here we go. Clutch up for us here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Hey, right guy. No one better.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Carroll, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. And welcome. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Juan Montero gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Montero. Hey, stick to your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
But always important to play good.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. At the plate, Juan Montero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Tillman gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Shaw. He flew out in his last. That on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Juan Montero will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And the runner back safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive
Tillman
it.
sets. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Juan Montero gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field.
Dig.
And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 4-2. Travis Shaw digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Juan Montero, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Juan Montero.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch. Right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out.
Picked him up. Nice play.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game.
All right, welcome back to the MLB pregame show. We're counting you down to the action in game. Tuesday night baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Game number 3 of this new season. Juan Montero will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So Yoenis Cespedes will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Infield plays at 1 here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And this will not be.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh?
So striding in, number 20, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. High in the air and deep to left center field. Parra looking up. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. Ready once again, Juan Montero, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Put a charge into one right here. Let's go.
Hit back toward the mound.
Hard 90, hard 90.
Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Juan Montero will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, make it yours.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Aldo Castillo will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to clock.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Let's go now.
Juan Montero is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
Now batting, Third baseman.
From the stretch.
Juan
Here's a
Montero.
swing and a ground ball. But this is foul for the first strike. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some.
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs.
Matt Vasgersian back. Afternoon baseball from one of the best ballparks around, Oriole Park in Baltimore. Juan Montero will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago.
Montero.
Gallardo sets his sights. First pitch on the way. And this is taken outside for ball one. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Eric Karros, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Gerardo Parra will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Runs up and gets this one down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Juan Montero is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Gallardo back to work as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Cespedes is there. Makes the play, 1 away. Lorenzo Cain will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. Juan Montero strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Montero.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Well, I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
One time, right now.
Gallardo's ready. 0-2 on its way.
Hey, let's stand up there, huh?
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Davis will put this one away, and the inning is over. Juan Montero will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on.
Drive it right here.
Now a swing and a miss, and that pitch. Lorenzo Kane will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game.
That ball's foul.
Hey, one down now, one down.
Aldo Castillo will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
Hey, come on, just you and him. Get him yourself.
Yeah, and it might be interesting to see if he digs in maybe a couple inches further back this time.
Hit to third. Montero fields it. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here, 2 away.
The catcher, number 30.
Jonathan Villar will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to.
Juan Montero strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Come on.
The 0-2 delivery. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Hey, let her rip one time.
And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball.
Travis Shaw ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. So striding forward now, Xander Bogaerts. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. On the ground to the right side. Scope ranging deep into the hole. And he will get him at first. And a very good performance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series. Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. Juan Montero will dig in now. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate back on Wednesday. He's set. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
All right, come on now. One time.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Forsythe. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Juan Montero, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Travis Shaw in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Right now.
Skied into straightaway right. Souza on the move. And that's the second out of the inning. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. 1 hit's all they get. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0.
Come on, big guy.
Juan Montero will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
Get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Travis Shaw, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game.
Hey, nobody away.
Luke Maile comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So that bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Throw on to first in time. Juan Montero steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Montero.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Got him. Logan Forsythe stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Speared on the dive. The throw. The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to the... Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Juan Montero is our man to watch. And not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game. Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays. Juan Montero will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky, I think you let him throw you one here. He hasn't proven to me that he can find the strike zone yet.
No one out with a runner at second.
Right guy, right
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Decker is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there. Kevin Kiermaier in now, hopped out in his first trip. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Here you go.
Settling in now, Juan Montero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Decker is there, and they breeze through this half inning.
All right, one time.
Gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
0-1, here's the pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Hey, see it up, drive
Here
it the other
comes
way.
the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
Hey, see it and rip it up there. Hey, stick your
Looking for
plan
the
up there, kid.
strikeout.
Get
Here's
your
the
pitch
0-2
and
pitch. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Kiermaier, and they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. And a relay home, and it's in time, and he's out at the plate, so 1 run. Striding into the box, Juan Montero. He singled his last time up.
Montero.
From the stretch.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Into the seats, 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, get on for us here.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Smoked on the ground left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
No errors.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 7-3.
3 hours and 19 minutes.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Juan Montero gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Archer looks in. Here's the 0-2. Hard liner toward short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the. Juan Montero is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, like you can up there,
Archer
kiddo.
steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2.
Nope,
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Now, get your pitch.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Juan Montero will step forward now. Lined out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
He's made good contact in his first 2 at-bats, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Archer gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ground ball right side. To his right, Corona. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Corey Dickerson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A runner on first with 2 away.
2 outs here. 2 outs.
This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind 3rd. Montero has got it, and the side is retired. So Evan Longoria will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. Not seeing what everyone else is.
One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh?
Juan Montero will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, first.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
The final